Hello guys, welcome back, and this is my second video about Oracle Visual Builder. Today I'll give you an introduction about Oracle Visual Builder Studio. This is a new product which was introduced this summer. It builds up on top of Oracle Developer Cloud Service and Oracle Visual Builder itself. It seems like you still can access Oracle Visual Builder directly and use it, but it looks like a recommended way is to go for Oracle Visual Builder Studio because it offers you a complete development lifecycle from implementing continuous builds and getting direct access to the Git, to the source code, to the deployment, and many more things. So today I'll show you how you could start a Visual Builder Studio, how you could create a new project there, and in the next video probably I'll dive more deeper and we'll look how to do builds and maybe how to do deployments and so on. So today let's go and check out how we can actually start working with Visual Builder Studio. Let me switch to the desktop. And here you see Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Console. And let's double check first if Oracle Visual Builder instance is running, because to be able to use Oracle Visual Builder through the studio, we still need to have our Visual Builder service up and running. And from studio, we can point to our instance, and this instance can be consumed from the studio. So let's go and check platform services, right? And let's go to the Visual Builder instance. And we can go inside here and check the status, and it's active. That's fine. So this is great. And next, let's go to the studio. And actually, it was a bit confusing to me because there is no separate menu entry for the studio, but there's one which is called developer, and it seems like it refers to the previous developer cloud service, but it points to the new Visual Studio service. So under platform services, you have menu item developer. So this is how you could access Visual Builder Studio, at least in my version of cloud infrastructure. Okay, so let's go to the developer menu item, and we navigate to the Visual Builder Studio. And here you have the option to create instance. I already have created one, so I don't have option to create a new one, but the instance creation is very basic. You just need to provide a name, hit create, and it's created. Okay, and here you have many options. And there's menu item that's called Access Service Instance. So this is what we are using, and we are navigating to Visual Builder Studio. So previously this was Oracle Developer Cloud Service, which was offering different services like Git integration, continuous builds, and so on and so on. So now this is named, and it comes with a large set of new features, and now it's Visual Builder Studio. And seems like it's focused for the Visual Builder development. So in the first screen we have some welcome information, and then we have this organization group, and under this group there are a couple of tabs, projects, OCI account, virtual machines, and so on. So for virtual machines and OCI account, I will speak in another video. Right now I'll show you how to create a project. So we just create a new project here, and this will be, let's say, sandbox project, private. Description I'll keep it empty. And from the templates, it seems like they give option to create a template which helps to set up Oracle Cloud Application extension project, or you could build a brand new visual application project using visual application template. So this is what I'll be using now. Okay, and let's click next. And next we get a pointer to the Git repository name. This name is created based on our project name, which is fine, and it shows that we'll be using default VBCS application template. This is great. And this is the step where we need to point our Visual Builder Studio to Visual Builder instance so that it will be able to launch Visual Builder development environment from the studio environment. And since I already have running our Visual Builder instance called Red Samurai VB, I select this one, and then it is asking me to create a workspace name. So let's say this will be just hello world, and working branch name is also required. Let's say this will be dev, and then I click finish. Then it goes and initializing project for which is called sandbox for initializing all the environment. Let's see how long it takes. Should be quite quick. Couple of minutes probably. It runs quite fast, so should be created quite quickly. So in general, you see this Redwood UI is being used already in Visual Builder Studio, and I'm quite happy how it looks. It looks very clean, nice, and it's probably better than previous Alta UI. Often you may get new UI and you may think, oh, okay, the previous one was so great, so why we go to the new one? And at least to me, I don't have this feeling with Redwood UI because it looks clean and nice and calm. So all the colors are very calm and clean, and it gives you nice feeling when you work with the application. Yeah, and by the way, while it runs, we could go to Cloud Infrastructure Console, and I was not working much with Visual Builder this month, just 1 hour or so. So you see this €1.11 are being charged my credit card for Visual Builder usage this month. So let's see how much it will grow by the end of the month. Quite interesting. But if I go to Analyze Cost section, for some reason, by default, they don't see breakdown where this €1.11 was used. I'm sure it's used by Visual Builder Cloud Service, but for some reason it's not included out of the box into the price breakdown list. Probably there are options to filter out and find more detailed information, but anyway, I'll leave that. Okay, it's almost done, and the last step is applying templates. So we're almost there. And by the way, there's excellent documentation available for Oracle Visual Builder Studio by this link. I'll post it on YouTube below the video as well, so you could quickly navigate there if you want. And the steps that I'm going through right now are available in the guide as well, here on the Administer Visual Builder Studio section. And this one menu, which brings to the Create Visual Builder Studio instance. And in our case, we're building instance for the visual development, to build visual applications, not to extend cloud applications. And for our convenience, there is a separate section for that, which is called Setup Visual Builder Studio for developing visual applications. So if I click over there, I see there are first 3 mandatory steps to get required roles, to get access to the Visual Builder instance and create Visual Builder Studio instance. In my case, because I'm running cloud infrastructure as administrator, so I already get all the rights, and I already have the right to create Visual Builder instance and Visual Builder Studio, so all this already created. And right now, the step we're executing is this one, creating a project for visual applications. And all the steps here mentioned are actually the ones that I was showing you just a few minutes ago. And then as soon as we create new project, we need to set up this project for development so that we would have access to the free virtual machine where probably we would execute builds, and we would need to set up deployment job, pipeline, and we need to make sure that our visual application can be deployed through the studio environment. So all those steps I'll look in the next video. Today I focus only on new project creation. And we are back to the studio and we see new project is created. And UI looks very nice and clean, as I said, with Redwood. So we get a list of workspaces, and this is our workspace created, and we have information about environment, and environment in this case is Visual Builder instance, which is where we point from the studio, and it prints recent activities. So when this project was created, a number of steps was executed automatically, and everything is set up out of the box. And there's nice menu navigation over here, which we can minimize if we want. And we have a list of all the workspaces created under Sandbox project. And we have access to the Git. So probably once I'll be creating new application, this application from the Visual Builder, all the source code should be accessible here under this Git window. It's possible to do merge requests and do Maven, but since this project is not yet connected to OCI account, which we'll do in the next video, so this option is not available. The same with npm. Then you can set up Docker registry if you want, and build is not available because OCI connection is not enabled, and with other menu items similar. And there's information about the environment, our Visual Builder instance, it's an IVB. Okay, there are options to create issues, boards, Wikipedia with project descriptions probably, snippets, and project administration. So now if I go back to project home, I can click on workspace, and let's see where it will navigate. Actually opening workspace, and it opens Visual Builder instance for us where we could do development and implement UI. Right, so it's quite nice, and we have option to go back. We have option here to go back, and this navigates to the studio. And let me go back again to the workspace, and let's double check something. So we have, looks like we have menu drop down here. We can switch within Visual Builder environment. We can switch between workspaces. So there's no need to go back to Studio every time and switch workspaces there. We can switch directly inside this environment. And now let's go back. And yeah, so this is the project, and this is how we can access Visual Builder from the studio. So thanks for watching, and hopefully this was useful, at least to me. When initially I started to read and research about Visual Builder Studio, it was not obvious like how I could access Visual Builder Studio because there is no separate menu item. And it was interesting to me to see how this integration works between Studio and Visual Builder instance, and it seems very seamless. There are no issues. You just point out to the instance from the Studio wizard when you create a project, and everything is working behind the scenes. So that's great, and thanks Oracle for bringing this new product called Visual Builder Studio. So see you next time. Bye.